motherfucking, I woke up to this shit. New allegations on Jay-Z, also including Pusha T. Now, it's rumored these motherfuckers are in the Epstein files. So, we're going to listen to Trap More Ross. And we'll go from there and shit. It's January the 31st, 2026. The time is 6:05 a.m. Eastern Time, North Carolina. Let's get into this.
We have got some very dark and bizarre news that might not be surprising to some people, but to other people, this might just chill you to your core, because there's been rumors about Jay-Z being involved in some nefarious things over the years. I've covered it on my channel before, you know, the dark death of Jay-Z's mistress. There's been all these rumors, most of which, pretty much all of which have been unsubstantiated, just for the record, and I also don't want to get sued, that Jay-Z was involved in some dark things. They say he's in the Illuminati. They say that he's, you know, he's in some satanic rituals, but now, unfortunately for Jay,
man, we've been hearing that shit for years, but has yet to be proven that he's a part of the Illuminati. And a secret society is supposed to remain secret, right? You don't supposed to know who their counterparts are, their members are. So when these people be assuming this person Illuminati or belong to this society, secret society, motherfuckers just be assuming and going off of their own thinking.
they're saying that he's in the Epstein files. I think it is... Being in the Illuminati or the Epstein files, I'd probably pick the Illuminati. This is very embarrassing, this is very dark, and this is very grim. But it's not just Jay-Z. They're also saying that King Push, all right? King Push, Pusha T himself is apparently in the Epstein files too. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. It's actually insane. It is, honestly... this is bad. Yeah, this is bad, all right? Just like the thumbnail said. So this has been going around, and it's been going around a whole bunch of different subreddits. I'm going to quickly just fill you in, pause, on some of the subreddits that this has been posted in, and some of the comments and reaction, because this is some of the craziest news I've seen in hip-hop in years, all right? And to be fair, this isn't proven, this isn't proof. There's a lot of crazy stuff that's been going around with the Epstein files today, but this is absolutely wild, okay? So this has been going around. There's these two snippets that are basically saying that Pusha T and Jay-Z were involved in some pretty nefarious behind-the-scenes Hollywood demonic party rituals. I don't even know. There's no other way I can say it. It says, on each occasion, Blank believed she was drugged, clouding her memory. Blank attributed the drugging as frequently performed by persons assigned as handlers. So they're saying that handlers was drugging this unnamed woman, this Jane Doe, right, and whom she described as persons who established friendships with the victims.
Who the fuck are handlers? Like, I know what the fuck a handler is, but every time they dealing with motherfucking these Epstein shits, right? I'm sending messages while I'm pooping. Salute all cute buddy. Yo, who are the handlers? Like, what was the job of the handlers? What, to pass out drugs or something? Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, they keep mentioning, like, handlers when they dealing with this Epstein shit.
Amongst her handlers, Blank identified the artist Pusha T. Insane. Just
how you cope with pain?
I'm speechless. I'm actually speechless. And then it says, in approximately 2007, Redacted attended a party. Another name redacted, following an invitation from an unknown man who approached her as she walked down a street. Weinstein and Pusha T, yes, Harvey Weinstein, also attended the party and drugged her before engaging in sexual abuse. And then the next post, it says, in approximately 1996, Blank resided with Blank in Blank. An unknown man abducted Blank from her home, when she later awoke in the presence of Harvey Weinstein and Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z, while Weinstein had inserted his fingers into Blank, and Blank believed she was in Epstein's mansion in Florida.
Yo, now if this shit true, right, about Jay-Z, right, we done heard the Illuminati allegations, right? Why this shit ain't come up years ago when all these other motherfuckers getting, like, motherfucking charges brought brought upon them about somebody claiming that they was drugged at one of your parties or something. Why this shit never came up with Jay-Z? You get what I'm saying? But we heard about the shit with R. Kelly and Diddy, and the list goes on. But why Jay-Z? Why this shit is just coming up now for Jay-Z though?
For the record, and also so I don't get sued, all right? This is just an allegation. This is just an ambiguous claim. A lot of crazy stuff is coming out today from these Epstein files, and from what I understand, a lot of these are apparently reports that were made to the FBI, to the authorities. Now that doesn't mean a crime has taken place. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's absolutely 100% true. But what it does mean is that apparently this is a claim that's been made at some point historically, and it has been documented in the Epstein files. And honestly, when we saw Jay-Z was getting sued by a Jane Doe that said that she'd allegedly done something to her, and there was this Tony Busby lawyer that got dragged.
One of y'all pops that's in these comments, right? One of y'all dads was at the Epstein shit.
And Jay-Z said, "You won't get one red penny from me." He had a lot of responses for that. So I would like to see Jay-Z's response to this. And I think we will see it. I think we will see it over the next few days. Because if he's got all that energy for Tony Busby, he's going to have to respond to this. He's going to have to. So this is some of the response. Now, this was first posted in the Jay-Z subreddit 4 hours ago. People saying, so Jay got his government name listed, but Push just has his rap name. They're saying this, but then they're posting a picture of Harvey Weinstein and Jay-Z cheesing it up at the Sundance Film Festival. Okay, so look, for the record, a lot of people aren't believing this. They're saying that, you know, him not having his government name and him having his government name and there and Pusha T not having it, it's cap, it's fake paperwork. That's what some people are saying. Right? And this point is very interesting. Okay, it says it's a reported statement, not the straight, deep research, though I will say that people are referred to by other things in the files at other points. If I'm remembering right, this alone isn't 100% perfect lock him up evidence, but at a minimum, it was grounds that the FBI thought it was something of note, then didn't touch upon it as they didn't with every person on the list, including the man in the big house, which is problematic at the least. Regardless of whether you think he did this or not, there would be no harm in investigating him along with the rest for this stuff. So here's some people arguing that this likely isn't true. They're saying, so we should believe that in 1996, Jay-Z, still without a record label living in New York, was already hanging around with Harvey Weinstein. Sounds like BS, just like the last time. But some people are saying this is the time period that Jay-Z was chasing LL Cool J around in clubs in New York to battle him for clout, and we're supposed to believe he was connected to Weinstein and Epstein.
What the fuck?
I said Jay-Z was a rapper who was getting dissed by Tupac. All right, so look. They're saying that, look, Jay-Z can't have been that popular. He didn't have this sort of Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein connections in 1996. It was too early. But then some people are arguing, wasn't he like 26 and already connected to the game? It's possible, in my opinion. Jay had connections by then. Reasonable doubt wasn't the start of his career. But then people are arguing and saying that if he was that connected, so much connected, he was close friends with Weinstein, who was already winning Oscars, why couldn't he even get signed by some label? If Jay-Z was so close with him, why didn't they use his firm to produce Streets is Watching? Why didn't they do anything together for 20 years, never appeared together when they were such close friends, according to his lady? But then we get to this. So there's been a lot of allegations that Jay-Z...
Now, if Jay-Z had messed around with somebody that's way younger his age, I could believe that. But all this Epstein file shit, I don't know. I don't know who put this into play for the bring Jay-Z down, because you got motherfucking Diddy gone, you got R. Kelly gone. You get what I'm saying? Like, some of the greats is gone and shit. So who else is it, like, far as like a mogul? They done ran Russell Simmons' bitch ass up out of the States and shit because of his allegation that if he was still around, he'll be getting scrutinized by the motherfucking court system. I'm talking about Russell Simmons. That motherfucking has sold Def Jam, and he done sold something else. He done settled out for $250-some million. That nigga gone somewhere else, but he still have ties to the United States through other business ventures. But that shit is in other people's names, though.
He has dated girls,
that kind of
thing. No, we're not going to get into that.
He had rainbow allegations on
claims
him,
made. Some of them, some of them look more meritable than others. I think we'll just leave it at that. But a lot of people are saying this has to be cap, okay? So this one says Jay-Z didn't have a platinum record or a major label deal to his name in 1996, and you're telling me he became the richest musician ever from 1997 to today, and there's no dirt from that time span? The smear campaign is real, unfortunately, and I don't think he's going to shake this one.
And that's what I was just saying. Out of all these years, Jay-Z been goddamn doing this and that. Just like this person said, you telling me he became the richest musician ever in 1997 to date, and it's no dirt from that time span. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, we done heard about the allegations with R. Kelly during the time it was happening and other people. But if this shit is so true about Jay-Z, I don't care how sacred you are with your business and your ventures or whatever the case may be, rendezvous or whatever, that shit is gonna get spewed out here some type of way from the person that gets mad with you about something, or somebody that just knows something about what the fuck you was into, so they feel like, yo, let me get some clout, let me set up an interview with this entity and motherfucking bring this shit to light. It's going to bring more clout my way and shit. But motherfuckers didn't do that shit. Motherfuckers is waiting to now 2025, 2026 to motherfucking bring dirt up on Jay-Z as far as the Epstein files. But like motherfucker was saying, it's no dirt from that time span. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just coming up now. Why didn't it come up back then?
Public is too dense to actually read what's said. They're just going to say he came up in the Diddy case and the Epstein files, and it's that SMH. But then they're saying,
matter of fact, Jay-Z they came up in that Diddy shit as well. Man, this is like the era of when they trying to tear down the motherfucking. I think this is what motherfucking Donald Trump mean by motherfucking make America great again. Make the poor be the poor again, far as like, the poor now can do for themselves and make ends meet. You get what I'm saying? Far as like, y'all know the benefits motherfuckers get with food stamps and being on disability. So that's what Donald Trump mean by make America great again. Like, let the rich remain rich and don't let the poor get nowhere near the rich. You got poor motherfuckers that's right there with the middle class, and they pushing on up there to be rich. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, is that a tactic to bring down these black moguls? Because it's bringing motherfucking strength and unity and money and shit in the black communities, because they done tore down R. Kelly, Hill Mogul, they done tore down Diddy, Hill Mogul, motherfucking Russell Simmons. They trying to, and then they came at Jay-Z too. I mean, not Jay-Z, but Dr. Dre for some goddamn rainbow allegations and some type of abuse or something. You get what I'm saying? So they coming for these black moguls and shit. There ain't no middle class, bro. Just as broke asses and the 1%. Hey, your opinion.
Here's Jay-Z at a party with Weinstein, who knew Epstein at a party in 1998. Lol, and you don't think it's plausible. Let's take a look. Are they at the same party, apparently? Is that Jay? Jay at the party? I don't even want to know what this is. Diddy at the party? Is that Muhammad?
But what make us poor, though? Not being rich, right? Because if you think about it, motherfuckers that's not rich can do anything for themselves right now to be up there with the rich. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what is rich really? When you got the poor middle class, like, everybody can make ends meet and make this shit happen to the point where, like, ching ching, a payday is for you. So poor, of course we know the poor, like poor, you can't really take care of yourself. You can't even have internet, a phone, or a laptop to go on TikTok and all. That's poor. You get what I'm saying? Not being able to provide for yourself, provide food, shelter, or any of that. So I consider that poor. But when you just like me on this motherfucker, we can get a device and goddamn lift that bitch up, get on the internet and do this and that. You get what I'm saying? I don't consider that's poor. Poor is goddamn you can't do for yourself. You goddamn, you get what I'm saying? There's no hope.
Ali, hey, we know how. Listen, do your research on how Muhammad Ali gets down. Is that Harvey Weinstein? That's looking like Harvey Weinstein. This
motherfucker ain't trying to insinuate nothing on Muhammad Ali, did he? The fuck? He think I ain't catch that shit?
Party? I don't even want to know what this is. Diddy at the party? Is that Muhammad Ali? Hey, we know how. Listen, do your research on how Muhammad Ali gets down.
Oh shit! Like they got pictures of goddamn Muhammad Ali at the motherfucking. Oh my god! I'm gonna let y'all see this shit. This motherfucking. I can tell some. Is that Derek Jeter, the baseball player? All right. I think that's Tatiana Ali. I want to say, I don't know though. That's Dame Dash for sure right there. That's motherfucking George Clinton. Let me see. That's that actor motherfucker. I forgot his name. Damn, I want to say his last name, Rappaport or something. The white guy. I don't know who that is. Who the fuck is this? That's goddamn Derek Jeter again, ain't it? Motherfucking Diddy there. Jay-Z there. That motherfucker said Ray Charles. They don't got that. Man, this motherfucker said Ray Charles. That's Kevin Costner. Like all these motherfuckers. Faith Evans. Yo. That motherfucker dude said Ray Charles. I gotta go back and I don't think this motherfucking Ray Charles. And the motherfucker said the white other dude Slim Shady. Y'all crazy as hell, yo.
Harvey Weinstein. That's looking like Harvey Weinstein. This is a party that I would be embarrassed to be at. Let's just leave
that
it
motherfucker
at
said Ray Charles, though.
Enough said.
Got me in the comments.
I was saying 1996. This has to be bullshit. People believe anything.
This motherfucker said, I gotta. Ray Charles walking his blind ass up in there, feeling on ass and shit. Dude, you crazy. Yo, you crazy as hell for that one, yo.
Other people are saying cope. People are saying, I can't believe this. People think this is real. But apparently it is. Apparently, some people believe it is. But here it is. Here's the full paperwork. This is literally on the Department of Justice's website. A Federal Bureau of Investigation crisis intake document regarding child trafficking and the case ID being related to Epstein. Okay. It says this woman called the FBI National Threat Operations Center to identify her abuse by Jeffrey Epstein and others. Basically explained that in approximately 1994, a bunch of redacted stuff. Don't tell me I can copy and paste it like the other stuff. Please don't tell me I can copy and paste it like the other stuff. Wait. Approximately 1994.
Damn, boy.
Information. There's a past. No. Okay, no. I don't think I can see these redactions. But anyway. It basically says that's her allegation. She made these allegations. She said she was abducted on 7 occasions, waking up in indoor settings. Obviously, I already read you this passage here that relates to.
I don't be believing these bitches when they be like, motherfucking kidnap them and motherfucking drug them and force them to sex and shit. But it's 1 or 2 people out here whose stories can be real though. But when you hear talk of these stories, right, like somebody claimed they was drug abducted, forced to do sexual favors and shit, right? Why is it always that the motherfucking suspect was a motherfucking famous person, like somebody with influence and money and shit? You don't hear talking this shit like happening with common folks. You get what I'm saying? Like common, regular citizens. Not to say that it don't go on, but every time somebody come with these allegations for like, oh, I think I was drugged at this person's house, they forced me to do such and such. Why is it always against a person with influence and money and shit?
Alleged.
Y'all see the pattern.
Alleged presence of Sean Carter, and Weinstein had inserted his fingers into blank. She believes she was in Epstein's mansion. She goes on to say she was abducted on 7 occasions. She always woke up in an opulent indoor setting, suffered from abuse. From multiple of those locations, Epstein participated. She said Leon Black, William Barr, for U.S. Attorney General. Wow, it's crazy, okay? In 2006, that was when she last recalled being abused by Epstein. She said she was drugged, clouded her memory. This is where she mentions Pusha T, which we already touched on. In 2007, she attended a party. Weinstein and Pusha T were at the party. Claimed to have additional information of other persons involved in the enterprise, racketeering, and support trafficking. She confirmed she was not diagnosed with any mental illness
before engaging in sexual
physical address.
All of this is on federal. Man, all of this shit is on a federal damn. It's a chick just damn telling the feds and shit. They coming for motherfucking Pusha T, yo. It said Weinstein. All of this shit is in federal documents. It says that motherfucking in approximately 2007, I attended a party following invitations from an unknown man who approached her as she walked down a street. Weinstein and Pusha T also attended the party and drugged her before engaging in sexual abuse, allegedly. You call me Big Daddy, remember?
Memory, this is where she mentions Pusha T, which we already touched on. In 2007, she attended a party.
Yeah, I do remember.
Weinstein
Yeah.
and Pusha T were at the party. Claimed to have additional information of other persons involved in the enterprise, racketeering in support of trafficking. She confirmed she was not diagnosed with any mental illness, but refused to provide her physical address, claiming she maintained no permanent address and moved between staying in different hotels. This is on the actual Department of Justice website.
That's what I'm telling y'all. Y'all heard what he just said. That's on the Department of Justice website. It's federal documented. She alleging all of this shit got Jay-Z name in it. And motherfucking Pusha T.
And it's an allegation that was made. You can't say that it wasn't an allegation. It's in reasonable doubt. Jay-Z, by the way, I highly doubt he has such connections, okay?
Listen to what this motherfucker say, though.
Weinstein and Pusha T were at the party. Claimed to have additional information of other persons involved in the...
Do you remember about Roberta or Leche, if I'm saying it correctly?
Enterprise, racketeering in support of trafficking. She confirmed she was not diagnosed with any mental illness, but refused to provide her physical address, claiming she maintained no permanent address and moved between staying in different hotels. This is on the actual Department of Justice website. Okay, it actually is a real thing.
That bitch is actually on the Department of Justice website. That shit is federal documented. You get what I'm saying? So, of course, it's allegations because you know you can't prove anything yet until you do your motherfucking due diligence. But what's up with this Epstein files? Like, why goddamn they said Donald Trump took forever for to release this shit? Just about to roll up myself. Oh my God. I knew it was something. I done left my motherfucking coffee upstairs. I'm rushing to goddamn get some content going because I've been fucking around with this goddamn just bullshitting around. I mainly been on TikTok. You get what I'm saying? And I be gaming on here as well, but that shit be fucking up my algorithm. But I be trying to let people see the gaming side. Good morning. You get what I'm saying? But I had some instant coffee. You get what I'm saying? Upstairs. I don't need to get that shit down. You get what I'm saying? When you said something about coffee, I was like, damn. Yeah, what y'all think about Ray J and shit as well? Y'all know Ray J be saying some diabolical, outlandish shit, right? So it's hard to believe somebody when you think they always doing shit for gotta have my coffee. Yeah, when people always doing shit for shock value. Y'all know Ray J just said a few months ago that him and Diddy was in cahoots. Ray J is wild, bro. Yeah, he just said that him and Diddy was in cahoots, right? But now he's saying like the doctor said he ain't gonna live to see 2027. I'm like, yo, now this diabolical if you got them just throwing that shit out there for clout. You get what I'm saying? But a motherfucker like me, for instance, I really got heart problems. Like I have to have a heart monitor on monitoring my heart. I turned 45 this year. You get what I'm saying? So motherfuckers younger than me be experiencing heart issues as well because of the abuse of certain drugs, alcohol, not getting your right rest, motherfucking obesity and all of that, high cholesterol, all of that shit. But Ray J, if he's not lying about that heart shit that he's talking about, my thoughts goes out to him. But if this motherfucker doing a clout move or what, you get what I'm saying? This motherfucker said like, yo, y'all, the doctor said I ain't gonna live to see 2027. Damn, that's next year. You get what I'm saying? Like, You mean to tell me you ain't got that long to live? Your heart that fucked up. You and Brandon ain't got enough money for to go get a heart transplant for you. Then the motherfucker said he getting treatment from a doctor in another country. So I forgot the name of the country. My dad has that too on his heart, congestive heart failure stents. Know how that is, brother. Hope all is well. Appreciate that. He was there. Ray J is good if he comes to Christ. I'm supposed to keep this bitch on without shower, shovel up snow, fucking, smoking, all of that shit. They trying to monitor everything to get to the bottom of why I had a heart attack before. I got an enlargement on the left side of my heart and shit. To some, I'm considered still young though, but I feel like, yo, we don't know what the fuck they putting in the goddamn water and foods nowadays. Like, we seek healthy routes at times, far as like, oh, that's organic, they ain't been tampered with, so we run to organic shit, not knowing if that shit was goddamn altered. You get what I'm saying? So we kind of fucked out this motherfucker. Even if you grow your own foods and shit, you don't know what chemicals falling from the sky from a certain aircraft that the government got to goddamn make pesticide and all of this shit get on your motherfucking crops and shit. So at the end of the day, man. But all for hello from Houston, Texas. Salute, Houston, Texas. This man has never met these people. Doesn't even live in the same state as these people, but spends 12 hours a day talking about them. You talking about Trap More Ross or something? Facts. Most of these problems, physical and mental, are because of stuff. Yeah.
And it's an allegation that was made. You can't say that it wasn't an allegation. It's in reasonable doubt. Jay-Z, by the way, I highly doubt he has such connections, okay? Ironic name for the title now, all right? Reasonable doubt. This was during reasonable doubt. I highly doubt this, all right? If he's guilty, he deserves punishment, no doubt. However, I saw how this went last time. This call happened the day or the day after Epstein got arrested. Nothing further came of it. It doesn't necessarily prove anything, though this call is just the one place where either of them are mentioned. Everybody else is in the emails at paper. All right, this is, again, I'll keep saying this.
This motherfucker, that's what the fuck I thought his name was. Like, I thought I wasn't tripping. I was like, how the fuck this shit said? This what his name is on this bitch now, though. Trap More Ross. And it's him, is his actual page and shit. So I was like, I thought his name was goddamn Trap Lil Ross or some shit. How much is ICE paying you? I would like to join you as well. Might be a second channel, yeah.
If Jay-Z didn't marry Beyonce, he wouldn't be in a lot of these conversations. I always believed he is the cover for her getting hit with rumors by the media. Jay would have just been a rich rapper with his rich friends, but the Beyonce factor puts him in such much.
No, they ain't coming for Jay-Z causing no goddamn Beyonce because he with Beyonce. If that's the case, they'll come for A$AP Rocky for him being with motherfucking Rihanna. You get what I'm saying? Like I just said, like, they be trying to take down, like, moguls and shit that's of skin color. If y'all give it the fuck I'm saying. Somebody that's very influential and got a big influence on motherfucking society and the culture, and you get what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel like motherfuckers, what motherfucking Trump meant by that make America shit great again shit. If you poll, your ass stay poll. You don't need no benefits to make you up there with the middle class. When you rich, you above everybody. You walking with your nose up. That's what I think Trump meant by make America great again. And all the moguls that's of skin color, tear them down, break them down. Then if it's no them, then it's what? You get what I'm saying? Facts, that's a good comparison. But when you got Beyonce, it put him up a notch. All right. But he would have still been a big influence otherwise. Yeah.
Since they can't bring her down, they have to bring down the black man she married, and she married a hood dude who made it way past all of his colleagues. Jay-Z is a level no other rap artist is ever going to reach again. He's the easiest target for anything, and knowing how black folks hate their own when they get rich, it doesn't make it easier. For me to believe this post, I would need evidence and names. Until then, it's BS. You can't convince me that Jay-Z is into minors. Sorry, anything else but this. I need evidence and documents and pictures and names.
He ain't into minors.
Always going to be Beyonce's shield. Now, if people are saying it's cope, they're saying they're defending a PDF, all right? But let's look at what some of the other subreddits are saying, okay? Because a lot of people are celebrating the fact that Jay-Z and Pusha T particularly are being dragged into this.
They got Jay-Z and Pusha T day on the goddamn federal goddamn document and shit. This shit ready to get nasty, yo. This shit ready to get nasty, son. But why throw Pusha T in that bitch? Like, Pusha T ain't all up there like Kendrick Lamar. Like, if it was Kendrick Lamar or Drake, I could see you throwing them in the punch. But Pusha T.
This is in the Playboy Carti subreddit where they're talking about the same thing. Okay, you've already seen the passage from the from the Department of Justice website that I showed you already. That they're basically saying Drake and his fans just got the best news of their life, and Travis Scott. Okay, and hey, listen,
I just mentioned Drake. Oh, and I forgot Travis Scott too, because Travis Scott up there too as a big influence. You get what I'm saying? So they ain't came for him.
For all of the dissing that Pusha T did on Drake, it's not a good look. People are saying, not Push, bro. People are saying, not gonna lie, Push I didn't expect, but Jay-Z...
And another thing, they got 50 Cent name up here in the comments and shit too. 50 Cent, another mogul and shit too. And much as he come for everybody, like actors, celebrities, anybody, they ain't never had no allegations of Pusha a real one. There are some people working behind the scenes or some shit. Bro, Diddy got some secret agents or something.
Epstein and all the similar MFs are part of the same stuff. This is just a comment. I'm not saying this, but this comment is saying Jay-Z's 100% in this stuff, no doubt. Weird ass piece of dirt. Even 50 Cent said he was in the files like a year and a half ago. Nobody believed him. People saying they're shocked.
Yeah, 50 Cent was saying that shit a while back ago. How the fuck 50 Cent know? Because the shit is true. Like, Jay-Z's name is documented. Like, some girl said that Jay-Z, she was at some shit with Jay-Z and Pusha T and them and Weinstein and Epstein and shit, and said, goddamn, a motherfucker approached her to attend this party or whatever. She blacked out. You get what I'm saying? All she can remember is goddamn waking up, abused and shit, and seeing goddamn Pusha T and shit. Yo, this shit is ready to be crazy, son.
They're shocked by this. It's a celebrity be normal people with morals challenge. It's crazy. People saying they're shocked by Pusha T, but not Jay-Z. He was imaged with Beyonce when she was 16 and he was 30, and allegedly is where they actually started dating, despite them saying they didn't meet until 2000 when she was 19. And they're saying, yeah, same. Pusha T always acted like the moral police in the industry. You can't trust nobody in this industry no more. They're mostly the same. Right, it is crazy. There's other subreddits talking about this. This is the Rory and Mal podcast subreddit. Okay, we're going to get a slightly different perspective on this. All right, they're saying they need to address it on the pod. They're saying, here comes the coping. They're saying there's no chance in hell Jay-Z was on Epstein's radar in 1996. What the hell? People saying these new releases remind me of those texts that the kid who shot Charlie Kirk allegedly wrote. It comes off too convenient how they was all there. Victim walked into a room where Jay-Z was there along with Pusha T. Weinstein was fiddling with the tripod and Bill Gates was passing around lube. There was a TV show with free Zoom, Epstein and Trump watching while naked.
Hold on. Hell no.
It's a bit fun. Set up where free Zoom, Epstein and Trump.
This shit says... Victim walked into a room where Jay-Z was there along with Pusha T. Weinstein was fiddling with the tripod and Bill Gates was passing around lube. Do y'all believe that shit? There was a TV setup where through Zoom, Epstein and Trump were watching while naked.
Watching while naked. Okay, it is a little bit ridiculous. It's a bit far-fetched. They're saying Jay-Z wasn't a superstar in 1996. It seems really weird that he was hanging with Weinstein. But they're saying that's the year he dropped Reasonable Doubt. They're saying, so this is who stole the 92 bricks. So look, okay, they're saying you owe Drake an apology, and it's a good point. It's a good point because look, Drake, no allegations of Drake were proven. So really, this puts Jay-Z and Pusha T and Drake all in the same basket. Disgusting, depraved allegations that are unproven, and we can just keep throwing that in your face, just like we did Not Like Us. If you can make and drag somebody through the mud for being a pedophile with no actual proof, with no actual substantial proof, we might need Not Like Us Part 2 for Jay-Z. We might need Not Like Us.
Yo, y'all drop in the comments, man. How y'all feel about this shit, man? But y'all go check out Trap Lil Ross motherfucking other motherfucking
if that's how we're going.
Platform. Trap more Ross. And y'all get and y'all will get a better wide range view and y'all opinions off of him, cause he breaks it down better. I just try to get my little thoughts on it. So that's his channel right there and shit. If there's some real info about this behind the scenes, then why they gotta keep it secret? Seems fishy to me. If I knew actual info, I would just say it instead of allegations. True facts. That's his channel right there. He break a whole lot of shit down too. And y'all see coast, we done goddamn been receiving wintry weather since last week. And I'll be damn, another snowstorm came last night. You get what I'm saying? And it's supposed to be snowing again today, all the way to Sunday in North Carolina. But salute to y'all, man.